Welcome to the NFL Monday Night Football post game with Coach Coyote. Tonight there was two games on Monday Night Football. The first game was the Green Bay Packers, the New York Giants, the Tennessee Titans, and the Miami Dolphins. The final scores are coming right up. The Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants played to a close game. The Packers were upset by the New York Giants by 2 points. The Green Bay Packers lost to the New York Giants 22 to 24. The final score was the Green Bay Packers 22, the New York Giants 24. And in the other game on Monday Night Football, the Tennessee Titans went down to visit the Miami Dolphins and are now leaving with a win. Another very close game, a 1 point affair. The Tennessee Titans 28, the Miami Dolphins 27. Well, coach, I was off on both games. I picked the Dolphins to win. They lost, obviously. I think it was. I don't remember what the spread is right offhand right now. It doesn't matter. I was not. I was just looking at the spread this time, just to see how much a favorite they are, and it turned out that there was a lot of costly errors that costed the Dolphins the game. The big one was the was it the when you take your helmet off and throw it on the field. I don't understand how that happens on a team that is is trying to just win your division first. And with 5 games left, you just can't take chances. You want to just win, and to, it was such an undisciplined play by Miami Dolphin defender to do that, to take his helmet off and throw it on the ground. How, how, how did he forget it was not going to be a 15-yard penalty? And that ended up being a Tennessee Titan touchdown from that. There was a few close calls here. There was a few plays that I just kind of shook my head, and I said, okay, like it was. What was it? The one where the it was Will Lewis, quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. When he coach, it was kind of odd when remember I said like to the coach. Remember I said, okay, why did he keep throwing it? Like I didn't understand why Will Lewis just threw the threw it anyways, and it looked like he couldn't. There's just no possible way that that player uh, could caught the ball, and if he did catch the ball, it was going nowhere. And oh yes, that's not including the one that's Will Lewis threw a what do you call it, the a pick six to one of the defensive linemen. So the big lineman touchdown pick six, a very rare thing happening in the NFL, but well, well, it happened in game the Miami Dolphins and Tennessee Titans. I was baffled by that throw too. But the coach said once again to me, well, I was glad that coach was watching the game with me, saying, well, it's just a young quarterback, and just got to learn the ropes. And yeah, you're right, coach. You're right. But I just from a non-coaching perspective, I'm just like, oh come on, how can you those two plays? Like, how does that happen? But I'm not sitting in a stadium. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not standing in a state in the middle of a field of a stadium that's over 50,000 people screaming and you know the big lights on the, or as I say, the bright lights on. It's just a and and knowing that there's a TV camera that's beaming across the USA and Canada, and it's just it happens, I guess, right, Coach? You're right. It happens, I guess. Just nervous plays, but it was just a couple of mistakes on both teams. Did they cancel each other out? I don't know. It's just well, for Bills fans right now, Bills backers and Bills fans are glad to see that Miami lost today, and or yesterday, I should say. Now it's officially yesterday. Um, it's just I was hoping for a Miami Dolphins loss. I I picked the Titans. I picked the Tennessee Titans on the early previous video, but I just was going by the standard. I was going, I'll play it safe and take Miami. But I'm glad I was wrong because well, I'm wishful thinking that Miami completely falters and Buffalo catches up. Let's see if let's just take a look at let's just take a look at the standings real quickly. Well, we look at the standings currently now with that loss. Miami Dolphins are now 9-4, 9 wins, 4 losses, and that's a total of 13 games played so far, with only 4 left. Okay, so with 4 left, and in the Buffalo Bills, with 4 left, at 7-6, can make it 11 and 11 and 6. If Bills win 4 straight, 11-6. It's such a scenario that the two like that can they can they make it into the wild card? Because if the Dolphins lose the next 4, they could almost not be in the playoffs. But when you look at you look at the teams now. Okay, look at the Dolphins at 94, the Bills 7-6, the Jets at 5-8 with 4 left. Would just be able to tie the Dolphins. Would be able if the Jets win the next 4, the best they can do is 9-8. Okay, so uh, if the Bills go, if the Bills go 2-2, they're looking at 9-8 also, and yeah, I'm looking at the other. Okay, so if in the AFC East, if you don't win that division, now you're looking at wild card possibilities, which the Buffalo Bills didn't want to see themselves into the situation. They wanted to see themselves into a situation where they're contending to just win not just the AFC, but the AFC altogether. But with the Chiefs being 8-5, it looks like the Ravens and the AFC North, the 10-3, it looks like they just might get they they just might get the AFC title. Well, not not championship title, the AFC regular season title to get that first week bye. Uh, the there is okay, the Browns below. Okay, the Browns Okay, 8-5. Um, a scary 8-5. Can they keep winning? That's the scary part. Because with that 8-5, that just okay. So with that 8-5, it can be scary to see the Browns be able to get a wild card spot. So then there would be two left if somehow they get hot with Joe Flacco and they're in the playoffs. Now we're looking at Steelers at 7-6. No. I'm more worried about the Bengals right now. The 7-6 Bengals. If you're a Bills fan, you gotta be worried about the Bengals right now, because you're looking now. There's this identical score, and you're fighting for a wild card spot. Even even though the Bengals are in fourth place in the AFC North, I don't see them as fourth place because I I see them winning more than the Steelers and possibly the Browns. I don't. Well, 4 games left. There's uh, 4 games left, and 11. It would have to for 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 the Bengals to win the division. Okay, they would have to win 4 straight. Steelers only win 3. Browns only win 2, and the Ravens not even winning at all. We'll have to check their head-to-head. That's I don't think that scenario is going to happen. So, barring a total disaster happening, I think the Baltimore Ravens at least got the AFC North, and next is the AFC regular season. Be on top, get that first week bye. Now you're looking AFC South, and you're seeing okay because of their previous wins, Jaguars are safely at 8-5 for the moment, uh, and are lead for the AFC South to go in the playoffs. But well, you're looking this one. See, they could. The Colts. It's not sure. I mean, Titans can't. Oh, they're pretty well. They're just, you know, you look at it technically, even at 5-8, they're not mathematically out of it. Here you can hear this. You can hear it out. Here's okay. If the Titans win 4 in a row, now they're at 9-8. And I don't know what the head-to-head with the Jaguars and Titans are, but if the let's just say the Jaguars don't win a game, they're looking at 8-9. Colts, what happens if they're 10 and it would be let's see they would be with 7-11 they could still do 11-6, but they 10-6. Well, the Colts too. They can. Well, imagine if the Colts lose every game, and if that's the next 4 games, and then the Texans lose all 4 games. The most incredible thing that can happen is the Tennessee Titans can win the AFC South if the 3 teams above them don't win a game. See, the Tennessee Titans are not in the hunt, but they're not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, it, I I know. The odds are happening that the Tennessee Titans win the AFC South is it's pretty well slim and none. And with if Tennessee loses next week, it's pretty well none. and of course the Jaguars win. It's going to be Slim and Nut, and well, will Slim leave town? Yeah, pretty well. When they're mathematically out of it, that's when Slim has left town. But yeah, they pretty well have a slim to none chance. Like, and we're talking a very thin Slim, like a thin slice of like maybe the old thin slice of say cold cut, thinnest slice of cold cut you can think of, just what is it usually, your mortadella or prosciutto, very thin slice, not a thick slice of bologna, but or bologna, so that's not happening. But yeah, the Dolphins, they really wanted to win this game just to win at least the AFC East, to get it out of there. But you know, like what you say, 10, 11, and 12. Once if the Dolphins can get to 12 wins, they're automatically okay. So they got 9-4, 13 with 4 games left. Okay, if the Dolphins can win the next 3, see that's why they wanted to win this game so bad. Because just all they have to do is just win 2 more, and they would have been guaranteed the AFC East title, which would have put them as right into the next round, the second season, as they call it. But yeah, uh, the Titans have had other plans, which was to, and they said play spoiler, but they're not mathematically, they're not eliminated yet. See, I can tell is that. Well, I just asked that. See if already he's on the Google, or ask the. You put the microphone, ask the question. Let's just ask that. Are the Tennessee Titans mathematically out of the playoffs yet? Let's see. They shouldn't be. Yeah, they could still make the playoffs through week 13. Yeah, they could still do it. It's there's scenarios, of course, silly scenarios, of course, but they're not mathematically out of it. And of course, somehow leaving the Jets. If the Dolphins lose, I'd have to check the Jets head-to-head matchup with the Dolphins, because I think the Bills play the Jets again. So uh, I'm pretty sure the Bills play the Jets one more time, or did they play them twice? No, they played them first. No, okay. They're 1-1. There'll be some. I don't think this. I don't think I'm gonna get into that situation right now. It's not a good idea to get into a situation where the Jets make the playoffs. That's that's for a super Jets fan to come up with any scenario right now. And nah, it's such a train wreck right now with the Jets, in the sense that it's just this basic quarterback they don't have right now. They wish they had the Tommy DeVito right now, not the New York Giants. But yeah, that's where you go. Everybody has their chance to pick these players when they're out there slinging the ball around as for quarterbacks, slinging the ball around. They, you thought you maybe had your Tim Boyle. If you're the Jets, you're like, oh, Tim Boyle sounds good. Let's third string. What could be the harm? And well, you could have passed up a Tommy DeVito. He was only a third string. But eh, being a general manager in sports, there's no training for it. There is absolutely no training. There's no way there's any courses out there. Like, how do you just? It's just something that you don't. If you're hoping that your general manager is retiring in a couple of years and be able to take someone under their wing, And you got the old assistant general managers in case the general manager falters. But yeah, yeah, picking personnel. Well, you know, picking personnel as in like to sign them. That's the general manager. Is the business side is to try to get these players signed, figure out a way for them to fit into their payroll, as in the cap, the salary cap. Okay, so we'll switch things up now, and we'll go to the NFC, which is and okay, let's go. Oh man, you make one mistake on these tablets, and okay, try again. N of NFC North. Oh boys, end of NFC North. Oh boy, I don't even know what I just did there. Okay, the end of NFC. That's what it caught. Like as if like NFC North division. Okay, so Lions 9-4. Okay, and the Vikings had a chance to gain ground. Packers had a chance to stay with the Vikings. And once again, the Bears are not mathematically eliminated because they beat the Lions. Now, did they beat the Lions before that? Like we're get, we're getting to that crazy scenario where the Bears win next four, the Lions lose the next four, and the Vikings only win one more, and the Packers only win two more out of the four. You could We could be looking at Bears taking the NFC North out of just thin air, as you say, just out of nowhere. But let me see the Lions schedule. Let's see. Did they play them already? Oh wait, I can go to games. Okay, so it's gonna take a while, I guess. If I go to games, it might take a while to find. No, it's gonna take too long. I better just go with the schedule. I better just look for the schedule here because it's gonna take too long to go through all the list of games that happened this year. Okay, Detroit Lions schedule 2023. Okay, let's see. Detroit Lions, Seymour. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. There's the preseason. First game, an impressive win over the Chiefs, 21-20, and that set the Chiefs down to thinking again, like, okay, we just lost to the Lions by 1 point. We got to pull our pull our socks back up and get back going here. Okay, so then let's see. I'm looking just the head-to-heads. Let's see. They play the Seahawks, Falcons. Okay, the Lions play the Packers. Okay, that's not what we're looking here at. We're looking to see. Oh, there's the Bears. That was November. The Bears 26, the Lions 31. Okay, so they're okay. This will go down to another type of tiebreaker here because in the head-to-head looks like they're 1-for-1. I don't know what the third. I, I maybe it is a little too silly to be going that route. I guess I should say. The the Packers will. Come on, they're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I mean, like the scenarios, it's not gonna happen. But technically speaking, Chicago Bears are not a mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, as they. Okay, so we'll look at the game between Packers and Giants, which the New York Giants lost by 2 points, and they lost I mean, what am I saying? Okay, it's 12:58. I am tired, and I just not even thinking straight. Green Bay Packers lost to the New York Giants. I'll have to play it back. And did I just say the New York Giants lost? I don't. I just yeah, you can you can live your dream while doing these videos, but if you don't have a good system where you could back up your live video recording, you know, if you can't back up your live video recording, hear what you just said, and it would look flawless. Like the videos would look flawless. Even um, there's a difference when it's the live stream. You got to just put up with your mistakes and move on. But with these ones, it's like almost like a half live stream. I have the only editing power I have is to push pause. But if I make a mistake, I I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go through the editing process inside YouTube. I got tomorrow, like I got I got to do another show, the NFL news with Sylvester. I got part of the script written out on it yet. Um, and then Wednesday is World Sports News with Ernie. So tomorrow, I I should start the script for World Sports News with Ernie tomorrow night. I should have like after I'm done here, I'm not gonna work on the script for NFL News with NFL News with Sylvester. I'll just be too tired. Um, I got I got a lot of the boards made up for tomorrow for the NFL News with Sylvester. I got the scoreboards made up. I got the scores down. I'm ready to go. I got the script written. Uh, the part I got written so far is the NFL scores, and after that, just quickly read the news, read a couple of different sources. So I make my own report, and it's not what do you call it, just reading. I don't just read off the tablet. Like I tried to do the beginning where I called it cold readings. I was just doing cold readings. That was my phrase. I don't know if I'm the only one that made it up. Reading off the cuff comments, cold readings. Yeah, and then like they did live streams. So I figured I don't have to do all this editing and then it's like you, the live streams were becoming too long. Like you know, I, yeah, they were just becoming too long, and I had to like finally figure out wait what. And then the thing with me is that I'm doing this for fun, and I stay away from anything too controversial. When you're using all these stuffed toys is I don't know what the name is when I'm hiding behind these. I don't want to show my face, but I don't mind my voice. Ah, you hear my voice, but I don't want to show my face and you know, well, I'm hiding behind, you know, the there's cartoon characters like the Sylvesters and the coach here, Coach Coyote, and then Ernie, you know, Ernie being a Sesame Street character, which is the Muppet. I just got that tiny version of him somewhere. I don't really long time ago. I don't remember I don't even remember how I got it. Anyways, and I was I was probably too old when that thing was a. I don't even know how. It's not from like say my early childhood. Like Ernie was like 1969. It's not that kind of old kind of deal where it's not like that. I don't even remember where I got Ernie. I don't even know. Remember? I have no clue where I got him. Dirty neck and all, dirty head in the back and all. But yeah, so one of the things I didn't do like was the Von Miller story. I skipped NFL news with Sylvester that week because I didn't want to do the Von Miller story. I just didn't know how to do that story with a puppet in front. Like I mean, it's just the serious nature of the incidents, accusations, and everything. So in the future, how do how do I avoid See, that's the thing I did was I instead of just saying outright, I'm not going to the Von Miller story. I'm well aware of the Von Miller story, but I'm not going to cover that on NFL News with Sylvester because I'm using a you know a children's stuffed toy as my. Well, I think there is a name for that. Let's see. Okay, I'll try. I'll pause. I'll pause the video. I'll pause the recording of this video and see if I can find what I mean by you. I'm hiding behind a character. What does it mean? Well, I couldn't find the definition I was looking for, but it's okay. It's meaningless right now. But uh, well, I'll sum it up with both games tonight were nice close affairs to watch as fans watching on TV. They were close games to watch. If you were a Dolphins fan, you're kind of frustrated. And if you're a Green Bay Packers backer, you're frustrated also that you couldn't just pull off a win to keep pace with your playoff hopes. Well, not in the case of Miami, not playoff hopes in Miami. They should be in the playoffs, but to secure playoff hopes quicker, like to secure a playoff berth, you know, a final, the clinch the playoff berth, get that nice. Either it's the Z, X, or Y, something like that. Z is usually eliminated. Well, no, not the Z. The X or Y, which is the playoff berth, or AFC, and then downright winning the AFC is another ladder. I forget which one it is, but I think Z is usually eliminated. That's something that something that the New York uh, New York Giants could get, the Jets, the or the Tennessee Titans can get eliminated from mathematically when they're math mathematically eliminated from the playoff contention, which is something like the team, something a team of. Sorry, I got really bad heartburn. It came back up. Okay, so yeah, Coca Colas and Pepsi Zeros aren't Coke Zeros, Pepsi Zeros aren't the answer like it used to be. I really should go get medication too. Okay, so it's 1:11 in the morning, and I'll wrap this up, Coach. I know we're both to get some shut eye here. Okay, so for the coach and I, we're both saying over and out, and tomorrow, which is today, we'll see if I can get get the NFL news done with Sylvester because I'm doesn't seem like I'd be able to right now. I'm really tired. Well, maybe I'll get some. Yeah, so with the coach and I, we're both saying over and out.